Hi, we're Delta Spirit, and we're from Long Beach, California. We've been a band now 6 years. I went to high school with Kelly here. I met Brandon busking in San Diego. I was busking and he walked by and said, "Hey man, you're great." And then through that I became friends with John. And then Will here was actually playing in a Strokes cover band for a birthday party. And John got asked to start an opening group. He dressed up in drag as Meg White, and I painted my skin white like Jack White, and we played this show, which kind of like brought this whole friendship back. I'd say the oddest instrument we've ever used is a trash can. We've used 2x4s in recordings and a few other things to, you know, there's pipes. Yeah, there's a water heater in our second record in the studio that was called Prairie Sun, and it's where Tom Waits did the Black Rider, Bone Machine, and Mule Variations. In the Tom Waits room is a water heater. We're recording our third record right now up in Woodstock at an old church. And location. Our first record we did in a cabin in Julian. The second one was the studio Tom Waits recorded on in a chicken farm. And now we're in a church that Thomas Merton started. The kind of spiritual overtones of being in a church is kind of weird. You know, you grow up in church and we all have different feelings about that. What was great about it is being far away from everyone. We would record from like 4 p.m. to 8 a.m. every night. And when the sun's coming up and you're in the woods, that's something else. That's something to behold. Keeping songs new is really important, especially when you have to play them 200 times a year or however many times a year touring. You always want to have that essence of it being new and exciting, and you know, whatever you can get to the point where you can look somebody in the face on stage and play it, and so you feel part of it.
One of the best ways to do that is to not play a song for ages, and then, you know, 10 minutes before you go on, look at everyone and be like, we're gonna do this, and then it is new at that point. And usually that song, whatever we choose to do that with, turns out to be one of the best.
We're playing a ton of festivals this summer, and it's been really great so far. Just last weekend we played Newport Folk Festival, and that had such a unique air to it. It was like the Fleece Brothers and Low Anthem and Gillian Welsh, and then there's Pete Seeger, and we're all hanging out on stage singing Irene Goodnight, and that was really, really, really special. Being an independent artist and what that means is a pretty vague thing these days, because everybody feels really comfortable kind of giving their music away to corporations or making money on it. I think that has little or nothing to do with being an independent musician as much as it is the entrepreneurship and the drive of your creativity has to be focused on the creativity and not the money. And so that's our 21st century logic, and we're sticking to it. Anybody that's a rugged individual is pretty awesome. Tom Waits, Nick Cave kind of built themselves. MC Hammer sold more records out of the back of his car than anybody else did that the Taxman didn't know about.
One of our songs on our last record, History from Below, is called Devil Knows You're Dead. It aired on the finale of Friday Night Lights.
Before the devil knows you're dead.
I think surrounding that, we wanted to give that song away just so everybody could kind of, whoever saw the show could download it, and now I think we're going to give it away for free again. It's a song I wrote a while ago, so I started kind of researching Irish blessings and toasts on Google, actually. My favorite one was, "May you be in heaven 30 minutes before the devil knows you're dead." And so that became the chorus. I changed it around a little bit, and then just kind of picked my other favorites and kind of made them work for the song, put them together, and there you have it. Closing a show that millions of people freak out about was pretty awesome.